SHMACKEMAGOB, everybody. It's time for another donated track-by-track episode. This one is from Omar Gutierrez, who originally asked for Fatal Portrait, King Diamond versus Don't Break the Oath, Merciful Fate, but I already did it. So I told him pick something else. So he kept it with King Diamond. The Graveyard versus Voodoo. Which one do I like more? Voodoo. Like them both, but this is not one of the better King Diamond albums, but it does have its moments. This one's really good. Though, it's a grower for me. Didn't really like it that much, but it grew on me. Now, here's the thing about King Diamond later albums, the concept of them, shit, even the earlier ones. It's hard for me to remember songs because it is a story, and you know, I know the songs, but I don't know the song titles. So, I had to take notes. So let's get this started. All right. On Graveyard, the first song is Graveyard. It's a little demented intro. It's just a weird, very demented. And Voodoo is the same thing. It's Louisiana Darkness is, you know, kind of not really that demented, but it's an intro. I'm going to give that one to Graveyard. That intro. Then Black Hill Sanitarium. I think it's a killer song. Going against LOA House or Loa House, and it's a badass song, but you know what? I think it's better than Black Hill, so I'm giving that one to Voodoo. Alright, then we got Waiting. Waiting is a damn good, hard driving jigga 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 song. Dig it. And that one's going against Life After Death. It's alright, but it's not that great. I think Waiting's better, so another one for Graveyard. Then we got Heads on the Wall. I like this one a lot. It's weird, it's kind of mellow with a little heavier chorus. But that one's going against the title track, Voodoo, which is way better. I love that song. Voodoo rules. I'm giving it to Voodoo. Alright, then next we got Whispers. It's short and whatever, you know, we're out to get you, daughter, daughter, daughter. It's whatever. And that one's going against A Secret, which is much heavier and a cool song, and I'm giving it to that one. Giving it to A Secret. Alright, then we got I'm Not a Stranger. It's a cool song, you know, it's part of the story where a king gets the daughter, Lucy, from was it the mayor that was molesting the daughter? It's a demented, fucked up story. Maybe the most fucked up story of all King Diamond stories. And that one's going against Salem, and that song I think is better. It kicks ass. It's a kick-ass tune, so I'm going to give that one to Salem. I really dig the changes on Salem. I think it's a cool tune. Alright, then we got Digging Graves. It's a good song, but, you know, not much into, you know, Into the Night, that weird part. Not really digging that part. And that one's going against One Down, Two to Go. Starts kind of goofy, but you know, it gets so much better after the goofy part. And it wins. I'm giving that one to Voodoo. Next one is Meet Me at Midnight. I love it. I think it's a slamming song. One of the better tunes on the album. And that one's going against Sending of Dead. I dig it, but I'm giving it to Meet Me at Midnight. Another one for the Graveyard. Sleep Tight Little Baby. It's not that bad, but it's not that great. Sleep tight little baby. Yeah. It goes a little too long, I think. And that one's going against Sarah's Night, which is pretty much kind of the same vibe to the song, but I think Sarah's Night is a bit more creepier, so I'm going to give it to that one just because of that. Another one for Voodoo. Daddy. Some of the song rules and some of it doesn't rule at all. I'm kind of half and half on that one. And that one's going against The Exorcist, which is a killer song all the way through. So I'm giving it to The Exorcist. Trick or Treat, my favorite song off the Graveyard. I love that song. It's catchy, it's killer. Definitely a killer's tune. Going against Unclean Spirit, and I like this, you know, it's good. It's strange with the backward masking shit, but I'm giving it to Trick or Treat. Alright? Next is Up From the Grave. This one's a real, I mean, King Diamond got really strange on the Graveyard, doing a lot of weird noises and up from the grave, like kept doing almost kind of like a nursery rhyme type thing. It's just very bizarre. And that one's going against Cross of Salem Semendi. Not great, but way better than Up From the Grave, so I'm giving that one to Voodoo. I Am. That song is probably the most memorable. I mean, I remember the first time hearing the Graveyard. That's the song that stuck out the most with the die, 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 die. So, just so fucking weird. That part alone kind of like makes a song for me. And that one's going against If They Only Knew, and it's just a spoken word, so I'm going to have to give it to I Am. All right, the last song is Lucy Forever. I think it's pretty good, but it's kind of forgettable. And that one's going against Aftermath. Short, creepy, spoken word. You know, there is a long silence and then it comes back, you know. I'm going to give that one to Lucy. So, the count is Graveyard got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Voodoo got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So Voodoo won by 2. They're both good albums. I mean, I like Voodoo a lot. This one, I like some of it. What do you guys think, you King Diamond fans? How would you stack these up? Are you different than me and can actually remember the songs by the title? If you do, leave your comments below and tell me what you think, because I'd like to see what people think. And if you'd like to donate to my channel, my PayPal is in the description below. And if you'd like to subscribe, please hit the subscribe button and that little bell on the side for notifications. So die, SHMACKEMAGOB. Hey, check out my podcast, The VIERA Vault, on Spreaker, YouTube, and iTunes. Subscribe. The links are below.
Looking for some new podcasts to listen to? Well, Rat Salad Review Network has plenty of shows to choose from. Like Rat Salad Review, where they discuss the latest rock and metal news, as well as interviews and albums. Album vs. Album, the King Diamond Podcast, with Wayne Noon, Greg Norgal, and sometimes this guy.
SHMACKEMAGOB!
Ralph Vieira is also on our network with the VIERA Vault. There's also Old Man Metal's Musings, where he discusses heavy metal and beer. Music is Life with Lou Mavs. The Right Opinion for those who love politics. A South Park podcast called Suck My Balls. The Infinite Fringe, a watch-along wrestling show called Beyond Bushido. Ex-Stradivarius guitarist, the Timo Tolkki podcast. And the Great Harry Barnett with I Don't Even Like Podcasts. So check out ratsaladreview.com or search Rat Salad Review on YouTube, Podbean, iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, and more.